by whatever name that you may call it, manifestations of creative energy, and our ancestors, those who have walked a path for us that we follow while we cast our own shadows. The way in which we traditionally greet those that we don't see, in accordance to African and our African ancestors, is with the pouring of a libation. At this time, we're going to pour a libation. I'm the Khan priest. Khan are grouping a large number of people in Ghana, West Africa. So I'll be pouring it in the tradition of the Khan of West Africa. I will say it in Tree, which is the indigenous language of the Akan people. And what I am doing is acknowledging the creative energy, acknowledging the creative strength. I will reach a point where I will stop, and I will ask you to call upon any and all ancestors that you'd like to acknowledge at this time. Before no gathering can take place without all the members of our community. And that does include those we see and those that we don't see. I go. Oh, I said the business son. Shadow business son. I got it from the business son. Nana from the business son. Every business son. Every business son. You see how business. More business. Nana is business. Nana is business. Traffic contact. Traffic business. Over business. Look at it business. Second from the business. I'm a business. Y'all all probably didn't do the business. Y'all all do more part of it. You may now call upon the names of any ancestors you would like to acknowledge your presence now. To the Creator, the energy known to us by many, many, many names, to all the manifestations of the creative energy, to all of our ancestors who have come before us, we say thank you. We thank you for the blessings that you've shown today. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for our energy. We thank you for the prosperity that you bring. We thank you for the way in which you've opened the roads for us. We thank you for all the safe travel of everyone who's come today. And we thank you today for the way in which you have shown up in your creativity through all of the members of the Dance Institute of Washington, through its founder, Fabian Barnes. We thank you for the way in which you will show up through all of the performances that we see. We thank you for the way in which you will show musically through all the drums and the musical instruments. We thank you for the way in which you will show up through all the words that are spoken. We thank you for all the creativity that flourishes through the beauty of what we see, hear, and feel. For all this and so much more, we are so grateful. We thank you for the way in which this fills our hearts and brings us joy. We thank you for the way in which you will allow us to go home safely. We thank you for the way in which we'll have an opportunity to bring in this new year, celebrating and feeling of the warmth of the creativity that abounds through this institute, through these performances, through all of the ways in which they show and allow us to be the best that we are for joy and love. Thank you for this wonderful performance today. Thank you for the energy that it feels. Thank you for the way it will resound these halls and it will resound our halls and it will go dancing with us and drumming with us all the way to our homes and all the way into the new year. For all this, we are so grateful. We thank you for the parents who have struggled and brought all their parents and brought all their children, for all the energy they bring, because they see the creativity in their children. They see you. Lastly, for all this and so much more, we are so grateful. Enjoy.
Institute of Washington's 12th Annual Spirit of Kwanzaa celebration. I am Thembi Duncan. Habarigani. This is how we begin each day of Kwanzaa. You say the principle of the day when I say Habarigani, which means what's the news. Now today is the 5th day, Nia. So, Habarigani. Nia. Very good. You just saw the libation ceremony being completed. It's customary to pour a libation in remembrance of our African ancestors on all special occasions, and we do so for Kwanzaa. In the spirit of our African ancestry, we lift the spirits of our mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers throughout the world. We honor the tribes of Akan, Bambara, Chokwe, Dogon, Fulani, Grebo, Emba, Igbo, and many more throughout the continent of Africa. In celebrating Kwanzaa, 7 is a very important number. There are 7 candles in the Kinara, 7 principles, and 7 words in 7 letters in the word Kwanzaa. There are 7 items displayed on the Kwanzaa table, which holds the Kinara, the candle holder. Each day of Kwanzaa, 1 candle is lit to celebrate a specific principle. The Mishuma Saba are the 7 candles. The black candle, which represents African people, is placed at the center of the Kinara. The 3 red candles represent the struggle, and green represents our young people. The other symbols are muhindi, or crops that represent the earth's abundance. The unity cup, to toast our ancestors. The mkeka, or straw-woven mat. It symbolizes how we are woven together. The vabunzi, or corn, represents the children in each family, and each kernel represents future generations. Kwanzaa gifts made by hand are zawadi. Also used is the bendera, the red, black, and green flag, first used by Marcus Garvey, a leader who began the Back to Africa movement in the 1920s. Yakwanza. Its origins are in the agricultural harvests or celebrations that have been observed in countries throughout Africa for centuries. Kwanzaa is not intended as a religious, political, or heroic holiday, nor is it a substitute for Christmas. It is celebrated from December 26th through January 1st each year. The dates correspond to African harvest festivals. People of African descent rejoice in their ancestral values, and Kwanzaa is an African-American holiday celebration that is inspired by these African traditions and values. Through the Nguzo Saba, Kwanzaa's 7 principles, we promote strength, unity, and growth within our families and our community. Kwanzaa is a time for a gathering of the community, commemorating of the past, a recommitment to African cultural ideals, and a celebration of the good. The 7 principles are umoja, unity, kujichagulia, self-determination, ujima, collective work and responsibility, ujama, cooperative economics, nia, purpose, kuumba, creativity, and imani, faith. The first principle we will celebrate this afternoon is umoja, for unity, togetherness, a unified self, family, community, and nation, a unified world. Sankofa is an Akan word that means we must go back and reclaim our past so that we can move forward, so we can understand who we are, who we came to be today. Please welcome the Dance Institute's professional company, Washington Reflections, performing Sankofa, choreographed by Whitney V. Hunter. determination, to define and name ourselves, to create and speak for ourselves instead of having others defining or determining our paths or ourselves. We present the DIW Modern Dance 4 class. Their teacher, Danilo Rivera, is also the choreographer of Soledad de Luna, which translates to Lonely by Moonlight.
Quem mostrava esse caminho longe, quem mostrava esse caminho longe, esse caminho para São Tomé. Quem mostrava esse caminho longe, quem mostrava esse caminho longe, esse caminho para São Tomé. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Quem mostrava esse caminho longe, quem mostrava esse caminho longe, esse caminho para São Tomé. Quem mostrava esse caminho longe, quem mostrava esse caminho longe, esse caminho para São Tomé. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Se vou escrever, muito a escrever, se vou esquecer, muito a esquecer, até dia que vou voltar. Se vou escrever, muito a escrever, se vou esquecer, muito a esquecer, até dia que vou voltar. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse minha terra sem enclave. Saudade, saudade, saudade desse
the challenge and overcoming it. An affirmation: I will have the time, the ability, the energy, and the determination to do all that is set before me. Ladies and gentlemen, to represent this Kwanzaa principle, Derek Spear performs the solo from the Whitney V. Hunter piece, South Country, which is accompanied by traditional African-American folk music. Are you enjoying our program so far? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you should find surveys in your programs this afternoon that we would like for you to fill out and return to the box in the lobby on the table there to let us know what you think about the program today. So, we will move on. Medoun Yacine Gay celebrates 11 years of performing as part of DIW Spirit of Kwanzaa. He is a native of Senegal, West Africa, and he holds the distinct title of Master Drummer, having mastered several indigenous drum styles and rhythms, including the Sabar and Saruba rhythms and the djembe drum. Born in Koloban, Medoun is the son of a great griot who began his musical training under his father's tutelage. His professional career began with Les Super Ballets du Sénégal, and he traveled extensively throughout Europe, Asia, Central and South America, as well as the Caribbean, as a member of the Daniel Serrano National Theater Performing Group. Mr. Gay also formed his own company, Faralamba Chosan, which toured throughout West Africa. In 1998, backed by members of Kankaran West African Dance Company drummers, Medoun recorded his own CD, Jinafo, Multi-Ethnic Rhythms.
Sinte? Sinte is a rhythm from Guinea, West Africa. It's danced by the Bambara and the Mandinka people. So, with my knowledge, Sinte is 31 notes. Teben, teben, taba, taban, taba, podam, panta, podam, panta, potabam, 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 boom. So, my part gonna be and your part gonna be papa, 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 papa. You! Are you ready for that? Oh, Mr. Bit. Okay, let's try together. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do this guy. You got lunch? So you miss lunch? You! I like that one. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's an energy. That's good. So you ready? Do not miss the beat. Next one is going to be cuckoo. Everybody say cuckoo. It's 81 nuts. Now I'm moving your grade. Uh-oh. Everybody say uh-oh. Your arms at this side. Uh-oh. 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 Yes. Oh, no, the yes is so loud. Yes. Let me see this. But it's like my eyes. Uh-oh. 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 Yes. Okay, so, look. I'm old too. Yeah, I'm old. But I'm 54, so, anyway. Uh-oh. Okay, listen to me. That's your answer first. So you do that only 2 times. And the rest of it, you let me go until you hear ta ba ba ta ba ta. Oh ta ba ba ta ba ta. Oh ta ba ba ta ba ta. Oh. Yes. Are you ready for that? Yes. So let's try.
that takes place on the 6th day of Kwanzaa. It is a feast of the past and the present and of our dreams for the future. To begin the karamu, an adult performs the ancestral libation from the unity cup, and then everyone else takes a sip. Then all give thanks and begin the Kwanzaa meal. On this night there is music, dance, art, stories, and speeches. It is a time for people to tell others about themselves and to remember the people who have worked to make our lives better. We now present the Dance Institute of Washington School and members of the Faralamba House of Drums Incorporated, led by Randy Diamond Gay and Medun Dam Gay. gentlemen, Diamond Gay is the teacher of these young people who you just saw come out here and perform today. And on behalf of her students, I'm going to present her with these because they love you so much and they appreciate your hard work and dedication. So at this time, we would like to remind you that you do have surveys in your programs, and we would like you to fill them out and put them in the basket in the lobby, and there will now be a 15-minute intermission. So long, so far away is Africa. Welcome back. As the Dance Institute of Washington continues its celebration, the spirit of Kwanzaa. The fifth principle and day of Kwanzaa is Nia, or purpose. This principle wants us to know where we're going and set forth in that direction with steady steps. We greet Annalise Sari, a member of Washington Reflections, performing a solo, Round Midnight, choreographed by Derek Speed.
Round midnight, it begins to tell. Round midnight, 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 I do pretty well till after sundown, down, down, supper time I feel inside feelings, but it really gets better round midnight. Ooh, memories always start around midnight, midnight. Haven't gathered to stand those memories to my honest sipping sound, sipping sound, sipping sound, and na 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 midnight, midnight comes around. Da 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 midnight gets so bad. Listen here, midnight gets so sad. I don't know why you get so bad. Midnight, oh midnight, I don't know why it gets. Oh, one more time it gets. I don't know why it gets. Midnight gets so bad. Midnight gets so bad. Oh, midnight gets so sad. Shit, I don't know why. Midnight gets. Let me scat real quick. Yeah, yeah, da da da. Sweet that way that way, yeah, and right here. Oh, midnight, it gets so bad.
To do always as much as we can in the ways that we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than when we inherited it. Robert Battle's Takadimi is a solo dance set to Sheila Chandra's percussive vocalizing. The rhythmic sounds are those that accompany Indian Kathak dance. This piece is performed this afternoon by Washington Reflections dancer Sarah Ewing.
Din nam ta de ko ta ka jen ko ta ke to ko ta ke ta din ko ta ka jen ko ta din ka ta din tang ka ta din tang ka ta din na tang ka ta din na tang ka ta jen ta ka din nam ta de ko ta ka jen ko ta ke to ko ta ke ta din ko ta ka jen ko ta din ta ta ke ta ke din ka ta 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 ke ta ta ke ta ta ke ta ka ta din tadari tadana taka jono da jono tadimi dimi tattari kita taka takita tajam taka dimi tari kita taka tari kita taka tari kita taka 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 tari kita taka ta din taki 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 Katakuja takadena din katum. Katatakuja takadena din katum. Katatakuja takadena din kat. Takadena 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 din nam ta de ko ta ka jen ko ta ke to ko ta ke ta din ko ta ka jen ko ta din ka ta din tang ka ta din tang ka ta din na tang ka ta din na tang ka ta jen ta ka din nam ta de ko ta ka jen ko ta ke to ko ta ke ta din ko ta ka jen ko ta din dana dana ta ke ta ke ta ke de ke ta ka de ke na dana dana ta ke ta ke ta ke de ke ta ka de ne ta din din ta ke ta ke din din ta ke ta ka din ta ke din ta lang ko chung ka ka tom ta lang ko chung ka ka tom ta lang ko chung ka ka tom
Payne Trio has engaged national and international audiences with their intricate sound of musical tapestries for several years. Sharing their musical allure with audiences all over the world, its members have played with many well-known gospel and jazz recording artists. The illustrious career of the Richard Payne Trio began 7 years ago when 3 men joined forces to exhibit their unique musical styles. The group features pianist Richard E. Payne, bass guitarist Rudy Sproul, and drummer Roderick Johnson. Each member of the group is highly trained in his respective musical genre. Richard E. Payne, for whom the group is named, is a legendary performer who has released CDs featuring his solo piano selections. His most recent CD is entitled Dedications, and it takes listeners on a musical journey. Please welcome the Richard Payne Trio. Imani, which means faith. On this day, we celebrate ourselves. We must have faith in our own beliefs, in our own abilities. We must have faith in each other and in our dreams for the future. The final dance for this year will be the first movement of Sweet Franklin, which was choreographed specifically in honor of Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, by choreographer Derek Spear. Please join me as we enjoy this tribute.
It was plain to see that you were my destiny. be right there in a time of need. And when I lose my way, be right there to put me up back here. There's no looking back for us. No, it ain't, baby. We gotta love, and sure enough, that's enough. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need, baby, baby, to get by. Yeah, get by. Like an eagle protects his nest, for you I'll do my best. Stand by you like a tree, and anybody that tried to move me, darling, in you I found strength where I was torn down. I don't know what's in store, but together we can open any door. Just to do what's good for you, I'll inspire you a little bit higher. I know you can make a woman out of a soul that didn't have to go. 'Cause we got the right foundation, and we're determination. You're all I need. To get by. So I got to, baby, you know that you got me. So we got our love tomorrow, EFECT. Baby, you know that you got me. You're all I need. You're all I need.
Harambe, let's pull together.